the bathroom over the next hour. So if you do need to go to the bathrooms are inside. So in through that door. And in order to preserve my back and my backside, if you cannot come out through these doors here, right? If you'll come back in, great.
We're in there.
Larry, can you hear where you are? Larry and Suzanne? Okay, so we're okay. We're okay.
I see kind of you and I kind of see me.
So, dear friends at home or down the shore, wherever you are, connected with us, we're connected with you by live stream. Sorry that we're starting late today, but we had a couple of glitches. Last week was the first time that we used live stream in the Anatikva Montefiore Chapel, and tonight is the first time that we are having this outdoors, and it took a magician to make it possible for us to be outdoors, and that's Mark Holber. So our thanks to Mark, and I think everything is pretty much ready to go. So tonight is a special service in that thanks to the Inclusion B'Kavod Committee, we are dedicating these two benches over here, and it's great to have people sitting on those benches that will be dedicated tonight in Janie's memory. So, so for me, and I hope for you as well, tonight's a very special evening. Let's turn to page 12. Yedid Nefesh. So let's continue with the Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat. Let's turn to Psalm 95, page 22.
Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, ekadma. ותודה. נריע לצור אישנו, בזמירו נריע לו. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני.
So why don't we turn just a few pages, not too many, to page 28, where we'll find Psalm 98 on page 28, and here we go.
Hold on a second. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, כי נפלאות תעשה. הושיע לא יאמינו, וזרוע הכושר. הודיע אדוני ישועתו. ואיננו הגויים גילת צדקתו. זכר חסדו ואמונתו לבית ישראל. ראו כל אפסי הארץ את ישועת אלוהינו. לי 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 לי
Can you hear the birds chirping? So how about if we join them? Page 38.
לך תודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת וקבלה. לך תודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת וקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, הגיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד, לשמו תפארת ולהילה. לך תודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת. לך תודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת וקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו מנחה, כי בכל מראש מקדם. במחשבה תחילה לך תודי
kabela echadodi kala yalala Shabbat kabela
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. As you'll read, the reason that we have the service outside will be throughout. Who dedicated this writing to all of the women who were true. Okay. Color is golden, sparkled and gray, to the challenge no matter the way. For valor by the young, but by the deeds of the heart that give and unfold. Its merit and honor of the song of her soul. Divine is her, be it joyous or sad. A woman of valor may the depth of her soul that nurtures and blossoms and forever unfolds and holds in its essence new life and new gain. Yes, a woman of valor makes the world change. A woman of valor makes the world change. Be as courageous as Esther, whose faith and bravery were as pleasing to God as that of Moses or King David. Okay.
Thank you, ladies. So I just want to share with you that if we had an ark right now, I'd invite Evan Glickman to open up the ark because this is a very special Shabbat for him. It's his last Shabbat before officially beginning Penn State University. So Evan graduated ever so recently from high school and Central Bucks. Southwest, northwest, yeah. So, and is going up on Monday for beginning main campus, not just Penn State, but Penn State main campus. So not everybody starts out in main campus, you know that. Evan's starting out there. So Evan, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
So just think of Evan right now pulling the strings. And he will continue pulling many strings in life as he continues on his path. Let's all rise. The evening service begins, page 50. בחוכמה פותח שערים, ובגבונם משנה עתים, ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר בתוך כוכבים במשמרותיהם, הרקיע כרצונם. בורא יום ולילה, בורא אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור. יום אבי יום מביא לילה, ומנדיע בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאו שמו אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני עמדי ורבי. Amen. And so, as we're seated, we sing of love, the love of God in Israel through the gift of Torah on page 52, and that'll take us right into the Shema. And once again, love, ve'ahavta, you shall love. So let's sit together quietly just for a few moments, listening to the beautiful music of the birds in the background, thinking happy thoughts, the thoughts that we are best thinking of on Shabbat, this beautiful day of rest and happiness and joy. And we can continue with the traditional text on pages 56, 57, 58, 59. So take a few moments. So let's continue Michamocha, page 60. Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, ratehilot osefel, ratehilot osefel. Panecha Yafnei Moshe Anu v'yamru Anu v'yamru ויאמרו נמלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר אדוני את יעקב יד חזק זק ממנו חטא אדוני ישראל. Carol. Let's continue Hashkivenu, page 62.
Ashkifenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom Ve'ha'amiteinu malkeinu lechayim U'prosaleinu sukat shelamecha Me'ata ועד עולם, מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה ועד עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום. Aleinu ve'ala olamohu Israel ve'al Yerushalayim.
You know, Mark, our building chairman, is inside right now making sure that the live stream is working. But when he does come out, I think I want to ask him, Mark, how much would it cost for us to get a fan right over here in the middle? Because, wow, that would make it absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. What's that? And a retractable awning. Or start at 7 o'clock, because the sun is, by 7, when we go inside for the Oneg Shabbat, it'll be perfect. It'll be, right. You never know. No, I think this is about as I said at the beginning, about as close to perfect as it gets. About as close to perfect as it gets. And that means we go to Vishamru, page 64. Hey, Danny.
Tortam beri olam veshamru bnei Yisrael hashabbat lasot et hashabbat tortam beri olam ve'ini אותם בבית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לתורתם בבית עולם.
Chatzi Kaddish, which will lead us into the evening Amidah, page 66.
יתגדל ויתקדש שם רבה, ימת יברך עדותם ימליך מלכותה, וחייכון וביום אחד, ובנייתך ובית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן גדול, ויאמרו אמן, ישמרה במדברה, לעולם עולם נעמיה, ישרה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמר קודשה בלבו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירה מימה ואמרו אמן.
Cantor just handed me a piece of paper which it says A minor, E7, A minor. So I'm either supposed to sing something to those chords, or Cantor's going to sing Adonai Sifatai Tiftach. God, open my lips.
Ken.
Not my lips, your lips.
Everyone's
Right,
lips.
okay.
Yes, I think because we're such in this beautiful outdoor space, a little schwitzy, but full of a lot of kavanah, I wanted to, usually I don't sing this opening line that we say for the Amidah, but I thought it was just very, very appropriate for this kind of setting. So just wanted to give you the heads up that I was doing it. All right. That's it.
Evening Amidah begins page 69. Denise. So let me just so quickly ask, what is it that brings you the most joy, happiness, when you're here as part of a service on Friday night? So I ask you, because I want to share with you what makes me the happiest, and that is that it seems like just about every Friday night now, there are long-time, loving, dear members of the synagogue that I'm seeing again for the first time after the COVID, and it's just, I couldn't be happier. So Rich and Mindy, great to have you tonight, really, and Len and Shelley, welcome back. Wow, welcome back. And Valerie, you are now officially part of the Ohev Shalom family. You know that, don't you? Janet, welcome back. Yeah, great. And Marcy and Linda, great to see you both. And Danny, who is just about every night part of our weekday evening service on Zoom, but great to be actually so close to each other, live and in person, Danny. Yeah, it is nice. And everybody else. Just a couple of weeks ago, others were here, and it's great to be together. So here we go. We want to make a toast to all those who are here for the first time tonight in some time. And we'll make a toast with Kiddush, page 90.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hakafel.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'rasa banu v'shabach kosho b'ahava u'b'ratzon in Adonai
Baruch Baruch Shemo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim, l'chaim, l'chaim.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor. As you all know, Ohev Shalom's mission of inclusion b'kavod, inclusion with respect, began in 2011. It has been mine and Suzanne's and Barbara's and Shelley's and a lot of our pleasure and honor to be involved with this continuously since the vision began. And we together, with many other dedicated congregants and our clergy, have seen much growth and change as we embrace and practice our commitment. Our vision that all members of Ohev are welcome and able to participate meaningfully in all spiritual, social, educational, celebratory, and life events at the synagogue continues to permeate everything that we do and offer to our very multi-generational community. We need to continue our mission. The concept of kavod represents kindness, acceptance, visibility, opportunity, and dignity for all. When our inclusion team began to think about how we might honor Janie's memory, the respect and acceptance that she always gave others, as well as the respect and acceptance that others gave to her when we saw her, were foremost in our minds. Regardless of her changing needs, she continued to always be visible and dignified, and the opportunities that we continued to have to enjoy our Ohev Shalom family and home with her were always our pleasure and our pride. Janie's ability to continue to listen, to accept, and even give her opinions, as Rabbi always shared, might have changed over the course of several years. However, she always made everyone feel comfortable in her presence when she attended a service or function. Rabbi, her forever champion, always spoke lovingly to her as she sat front and center when she attended high holiday and other services, programs, and Ohev's mission of inclusion enabled Janie to attend whenever the opportunity arose. Having her present and seated with us led to our decision to honor her with a seating area for others to have a seat and enjoy in the peaceful and beautiful setting outside our main doors. As everyone approaches our entryway, which we hope to beautify with even additional landscaping in the near future, they will always pass these benches and plaques that honor the memory of Janie with a seat of tranquility. I would really like to now invite Menahelet Barbara, there you are, and Mimi Pollack up to share a few of their thoughts and memories with you.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to this beautiful space. And I just wanted to share that I had the pleasure of sitting with Janie and speaking with her and learning about her and learning from her and knowing how passionate she was and always committed to Jewish education. So I'm really excited, just if you take around and look at this space, to be able to infuse the area with joyful and meaningful learning, whether it's through the Hebrew school, a school-wide tefillah, a class discussion, or individual one-on-one Hebrew learning, and just, a space to learn and to grow. But additionally, through the last 2 years, we've learned that the challenges have definitely contributed to some mental health challenges for everyone, whether it's young children, adults. So I also foresee using these spaces as a calming, tranquil place where anyone can go to take a break if they just need a break. So inclusion b'kavod, much appreciation and thanks for actually really creating this area for our community. So thank you.
Thanks, Barbara. So I was asked to say a couple of words about Janie, like a little snippet. So I've got 2 little snippets for you tonight. One thing about Janie, she always thought of others.
When some of our grandchildren were born, Janie asked if I would like to borrow a couple of cute outfits for them. I said, of course. She brought me some clothes which looked like they came out of a kiddie Vogue magazine. Our grands wore these a few times, and as promised, I returned them to her so she would have them for her own grandkids when the appropriate time arose. Very special, very thoughtful, very Janie. And talk about great taste. We all know about Janie's passion to be in Israel, but she did not think only of herself. On one of Rabbi and Janie's trips, she asked if there was anything I might like her to bring back for me. I knew she would be going to buy tablecloths, so I asked her to pick one out for me and gave her the measurements. Needless to say, it's washable, permanent press, she knew me very well, gorgeous, and perfect for Shabbat and holidays. Again, very special, very thoughtful, very Janie.
Thanks, Mimi.
Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Mimi. I invite anyone else who might have a thought or a memory to just stand if you'd like to share. Leslie.
Years ago, I joined
Leslie, come up so, yeah.
A lot of years ago, I joined the Women's Torah Study Group, and fearless that I am, I volunteered to facilitate, to discuss an upcoming Parsha. And Janie lovingly said, well, I'll help you do it. And I came to her house, and of course she had wonderful things to eat, and she was so lovely, and it was so kind of her to help me with something about which I really didn't know very much. And it just made me feel close to her and happy to participate in the adult education that she loved. So Janie, I miss you.
Thank you. Anybody else like to share? Well, I will share. One of my fond memories of Janie was when Steve and I, 22 years ago, were walking in the streets of Jerusalem off a side street, not even on the main street. And who did we run into, coincidentally, but Janie and Rabbi? And we had no idea, because I think you said at the time it was a last-minute decision to go. And there we were on the street with him. They didn't know we were coming. We didn't know they were coming. But I always think of that, and I have a beautiful picture of the four of us together, and it was just such a special moment 22 years ago. Unbelievable. I do want to share with you some words that were shared with me by two of Janie's very special friends who could not be here this evening to join us. From Roberta Gordon, who shared, Janie was brilliant, thoughtful, learned, caring, and a fabulous hostess. She shared her wonderful ideas to improve our community at Ohev Shalom. Personally, I learned so much from Janie, including, just to name a few, how to lead a group in discussing Torah, taking meals to the sick, how to run a fabulous Shalach Manot program, etc. Janie was truly a Dugma Chaya, a good example of how to live Jewishly. And Darlene Frymark shared these words. I'll try to put down in words how much I admired and respected Janie as concisely as possible. I think I began to really get to know her through the Women's Torah Study Group. She was a great teacher, posing questions and encouraging us to express our thoughts and defining all the possibilities for answering them. Janie was an accomplished cook and had many books of recipes for the holidays and for delicious desserts. When I first began regular visits, her dear caregiver, Patty, and I would be in the kitchen with Janie, mixing up a favorite cake or whatever was on her menu for that day. We sometimes played Scrabble or critiqued entertainers on The Ellen Show and went shopping in my Talbot catalogs. As the Parkinson's disease slowly robbed her of speech and movement, it never robbed her of her spirit or the person she always was inside. I learned that we can never make assumptions about anyone who is differently abled. They may not have the ability to speak or move as most of us, but there's always a way to communicate with the person inside the body. I really miss Janie, and I feel blessed to have been her friend. It's beautiful. I wanted to give Rabbi just a copy of A Woman of Valor, a pretty copy, so you could have that. And I just invite you all to share a memory as you sit here this evening, even to yourselves, of your time with Janie. Thank you all.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you.
So in the spirit of the celebration that is Janie's life and her contributions to this congregation, when Lindsay told me they were doing a modern take of Eshet Chayil, I thought, well, there's no other text, especially from the Tanakh, the Jewish Bible, that we could really illustrate the power that Janie had in this community. So I'm going to be chanting and singing in her honor, the melody that most of us probably is familiar with. But I do want to read for you the traditional, because I think it's important to learn from tradition to then move forward, because I think the text that you brought today is really beautiful, and I really do like that. But I really love the way, the excerpt that I'm going to take out of Proverbs. This is the last 4 verses. This comes from Proverbs 31, verses 26 through 30. These are the ones that I felt in my short time knowing Jamie and what I've been hearing from everybody, and the beautiful examples that Rabbi has always brought, what made me think of her. So, she opens her mouth with wisdom, and the law of kindness is on her tongue. She looks well to the ways of her household, and eats not the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, he praises her. Many daughters have done valiantly, but you rise above them all. Grace is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that fears Hashem, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruits of her hands, and let her works praise her in the gates. חוכמה ותורה חסד, על לשונה תופיע, על ליכוד ביתה, ולחם עצלות על לא תאכל. קמו בניך ויאשרו בעלה והללו, רבו בנות עשו חיל, ואז עלית על כולנה.
Thanks, Annalise. Yeah. So, Lindsay, a very special thanks to you and the other members of the committee that are here tonight. Shelley, thanks to you. Suzanne, thanks to you. Barbara, thanks to you. And I also want to say thanks to the Sisterhood in a new brick that was put down in Janie's loving memory. If this happened any time during the year, I would be really grateful, but especially grateful tonight because tomorrow night begins Janie's Yurtzeit. And so to have us sitting here and talking about Janie, nothing could be more meaningful to me than this happening on a Friday night. So listen, not only do I think of Janie every day, I miss Janie every day, but that's, my own thoughts and memories and feelings. But it touches me really deeply that the congregation, the community that Janie loved so very much, Janie loved this community. And Janie was no stranger to Jewish communities, a lot of different communities. Synagogue she grew up in, the yeshiva that she went to, the kids went to. But somehow when she came to Bucks County, or she would say Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, this was Pennsylvania. Janie also said going to the beach. And I could not teach her that we go to the shore. But Janie went to the beach, and I always thought my last name was Perlstein until I would hear Janie on the phone, and she would say, Janie Perlstein. So I said, oh, okay, it's Perlstein. That's who I am. It was meant to be. So for you to, have the caring and the love to remember Janie tonight and to dedicate these 2 beautiful benches, and how much we needed these new benches, because we took our confirmation pictures this year on one of the benches that sat over there, and we found out when one of the kids was sitting on the arm and almost fell off because it was broken, that we needed new benches. Little did I know that the new benches were going to be dedicated in Janie's loving memory. So Lindsay, to you and to the whole committee, thank you so very much. It really touches me very deeply. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay. So with that, why don't we turn to the Aleinu? Page 118.
Aleinu l'shaliach la'aton ha'chol la'tei gedula le'yotzer b'reshit shelo asanu k'goyei ha'aratzot ve'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adamah shelo sam chelkenu kahem ve'gor aleinu kechol hamonam va'anachnu korim ומשחרים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ ומשה יקנו בשמיים ממעל ושכינות זו בגלי מרומים Oh Eloheinu Enud Amen Malkeinu Efezulato Kakato Vitorato Ve'adatayo Va'ashevotel Vavecha Ki Adonai Hu Elohim V'ashamayim Imal
Tried to find the email today, and I just couldn't find it. Okay, good. Okay.
המלכות שלה היא עולמי תמלוך בכבוד ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני מלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא וביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד
We note with sorrow the passing of David Matz, a dear brother of Carol Leibowitz. We extend our loving condolences to Carol, and we offer up the prayer that her brother David's memory be cherished always for a bracha, for a blessing. We call to mind at this time those whose yortzites are observed today as we enter into the 26th day of Sivan. We recall the lives and loving memories of Shirley Shacker, grandmother of Gail Goldstein, Jan, your dear father, John Nolan, Alice Munitz, dear mother of Eileen Packman, Larry Levy, brother of Ray Levy, Marv, your dear mother, Rose Krython, Barbara Dratch, mother of Barry Dratch, and Nathan Dratch, father of Anne Berman. And recall those whose yahrzeits have been observed during the course of this past week. The yahrzeits of Joseph Rosner, Rita Peck, Mara Lipschutz, sister of Janet Shikoff, Herb Terrace, Leon Spiegler, Heidi Shearman, Len, your dear father, Samuel H. Rubin. I can picture your dad right here. He's, yeah. Also Rose, I can picture Rose right here. Yeah, there were a lot of happy times we shared together. Marlene Leibowitz, sister-in-law of Gail Brooks. Amy Cahan, sister of Brian Sachs. Audrey Grubman. Sylvia Edelman, mother of Harvey. Harvey, your dear mother. Sylvia. Seymour Z. Baum. Albert Bush. Ben Sirota. Bessie Rothman. Claire Radin. Frida Middleberg. Shelley, your dear brother. Joel H. Madelman. Francis Kaufman, Milton Katz, Berthold Greenhut, Israel Lewis Fishman, William Bellman, and Abraham Friedman. And those who have more recently gone to their eternal home, calling the loving memories of Eva Maria Ocanto, Cantor's dear aunt, Janice Lang Kine, Stanley Rath, Anna Andrusier, Arthur Schlesinger, Candace Rosen, Alan Leboff, Sylvia Gingold, Ira Hirsch, Jonathan Israel, Rochelle Euknis, Stephen Wiener, our beloved Cantor, Paul, Marvin Levy, Bernard Siegel, Edith Schulman, Benjamin Hoffman, Harold Kurtz, David Aronson, Jeffrey Berlin, and Mara Lipschutz. And Agnes, I just want to make mention that when I mentioned your dad's memory, I was thinking of you last night, being part of the Minyan last night, and today you're here with us once again. So, yeah. So if all those who are reciting Kaddish here or through the gift of technology, if you'll rise, we'll find Kaddish at home, page 124. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, bi'olma divera chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayecho u'v'yomecho u'v'chayei decho Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach, Le'olam ul'almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitoleh v'yithalal, shmei dekutsha brechu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'olma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Linda, you're saying Kaddish for
My mother.
your mother.
Geyer.
Is this her yahrzeit or is it the
No,
year?
it's her name.
It's her yahrzeit. Just say her name once again.
Eva Geyer.
Eva Geyer. May her memory be for a blessing. Yeah. So, are you doing triple duty tonight, Lindsay? Okay.
Nobody ever gets tired of listening to me, so. Well, thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Cantor. Thank you, everybody, for participating with us in this wonderful, hot but wonderful, wonderful evening. It was really very special for all of us. Rabbi, I know, and the family, I think, is watching on Zoom as well. So thank you again.
You know, Rabbi, when you mentioned Janie saying about the beach, Denise and Leslie and Steve and I still refer to it as the beach. Oh, I'm sorry, another New Yorker. Oh, well, down the shore. I'm sorry. Okay, well, okay, still the beach to me. So, as I like to say, I'm not going to go into a litany of things, but there's always something happening here at Ohev. Rabbi still has his Tuesdays with Torah coming up. We don't wind down at Ohev, we wind up. We have Backyard Shabbat coming, and I think Men's Club is partnering with Cantor on that. We have Kiddush luncheons coming. We have lots of things coming up. So rather than tell you the litany, I wish you all wonderful travels, vacations, where you're going, promised lands. Where'd he go?
He's talking to Carmen.
Evan, who's talking to Carmen, mazel tov, and congratulations, and good luck at Penn State. And everybody just have a wonderful, wonderful summer, and stay healthy and stay safe. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, and thanks again, Lindsay. Okay, so there's Evan doing his thing. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Fine. No, anybody who knows Evan and therefore loves Evan knows that schmoozing is Evan's middle name. So schmoozing in the shofar. Learn from the best, yeah. And I love that shirt.
Thank you. Coles.
How much off?
70% off.
I'm there. Anyway, your mom told me you were going to some place in Huntington Valley?
The Panama Jack warehouse sale. Is it still on today? Yeah.
Tomorrow's the last
Yeah, it
day.
ends tomorrow.
Oh, no.
I was there on Wednesday, and that was the first day I was there when it first opened, and it was kind of like,
Oh, okay.
Before I came in with a bag full of stuff.
yeah,
Okay.
because I got one of everything, you know, like shirts.
Okay, after the service, we'll move the doors, the chairs away so you can walk right in for the owning Shabbat afterwards.
I know. What can I tell you? And we put one away special.
How many big cannolis are there?
Not enough. But
No.
there is definitely one with your name on it.
So let me just whisper something to you. No, you can stay there, but I'll whisper.
The stage whisper.
They're for tomorrow morning.
No, they are not.
Did you buy them?
Oh, you bought them?
Bought some, yeah.
Inclusion bought them specifically for today.
When was that?
Today.
Today?
Wednesday called this morning. Lindsay went and picked them up.
No, but the Cantor went to Kramer's also for tomorrow morning, and they only had 2 left.
Well, guess what?
That's why. Now we
No,
know.
I was there at 3 o'clock. JB's.
They only had that in the front. They said they didn't have any in the back. So maybe because of your order, you made it happen.
Would never say no to Lindsay.
I call for an investigation of this. We have to get to the bottom of this.
Witness.
That's amazing.
What do they have, like a limit of 2? You got 2, you got 2? Like, okay. So, I'm happy to share. They're like really gazinta. Yeah, so I don't need a whole one, but I'm happy to share. Really? Oh, so did the canner. I'm so set. This is like my Shabbat,
I
you
will
know?
tell you, when we tried to order them this morning, they told us no. So we put in our order, which, by the way, I do have to tell you, they did mix it up a little bit, and for anybody who does have an allergy, we never have nuts here, but unfortunately, they sent things with nuts this evening. So I just want you to know that. I think Vanessa's going to put a sign out, but just so everybody is aware, we never serve with nuts. But when I went to pick up the inclusion order at 3 o'clock, there were the cannolis, and I said, I'll take some of those.
They must have been just made.
They were.
You were there before 3.
I was there at 11.
Yeah.
Or
No,
1.
they
I
told
was
us
there at 1.
no this morning.
Oh, okay.
They were.
Okay. Whatever. Or thanks to Kramer's. Adon Olam.
Adon Olam, Asher Nalach B'Terach Yatir Nivra Le'Ein Asa Le'Chad
בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, והבחירה בראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמזרח, ולא העוז והמזרח, גואלי בצור חבלי, בעת צרה והוא ניסי, ומנוס לי מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, כוסי ביום אקרא, ידו אפיד רוחי, ויתישן ויעירה, ועם רוחי גבייתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא, אדוני לי ולא אירא. שבת שלום, שבת שלום,
Shabbat Shalom U'Mevorach. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom U'Mevorach. Shabbos,
Shabbos everyone, Shabbat Shalom.